to His Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State, for giving me the privilege of being part of this historic occasion. To be honest, it is a rare privilege that this installation is taking place during my tenure as the chairman of the Interim Management Committee, Keffi Local Government Council. Indeed, I remain most grateful to His Excellency, the Governor, for this great honor. Your Excellency, sir, permit me to use this opportunity to specially acknowledge the development efforts of your administration. Let me state unequivocally that we in Keffi will remain forever grateful to you for the numerous projects you have undertaken in this historic city. I wish to particularly mention the network of asphalted roads constructed by your dynamic administration in Keffi, which has elevated the status of Keffi town to a mega city. This has indeed continued to attract robust commercial activities in this area. In the same spirit, we cannot thank you enough for the provision of other social services that are dear to the lives of our people. These include the ongoing construction work of Saura Road and bridge behind the Keffi Stadium, the Ta'al model schools, classroom and hostel accommodation in various public schools across this local government area, construction of e-library, rehabilitation of hospitals, construction of clinics, market, bridges, drainages, and motor parks, among other gestures, which altogether have transformed the lives of the people in this local area. I wish to have this receive for reconstruction of all Keffi teachers behind the provision of drainages, retaining wall, and culverts along Nasarawa Road, particularly near the Nuruddin by Modibo Mosque and close to Musa Bako's residence. Construction of Balana Jaja Bridge at Makera and Gongoro, Keffi. Approval for the expansion of Kettle Market along Keffi Abuja Highway. Rehabilitation of roads in and around the GRA Keffi. Approval for the renovation of local government senior and junior staff quarters in Angonwoje Keffi. Finally, Your Excellency, sir, Your Royal Highnesses, and other distinguished guests, I wish to once again express my utmost appreciation for the opportunity to welcome you all to Keffi on this historic occasion. It is our fervent prayer that God in His infinite mercy will continue to guide, protect, and shower His Excellency with more wisdom as he continues to follow the affairs of Nasarawa State. Well, thanking you all for your attention. I also wish you happy stay and journey mercies as you depart to your various destinations. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you. At this point, I'd like to invite At this point, I'd like to the next item we have on the program is the first introduction of the Emir. Today's program, as you know, is the installation and presentation of first-class staff of office to His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III, PhD, as the 15th Emir of Keffi by His Excellency Governor Umaru Tanko Al-Makura. At this point, I would like to humbly and most respectfully call for the Emir to be introduced and brought forward by the Kingmakers. Please make way for His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III, PhD, for whom today we are gathered as he makes his way to the podium for his first
and formal recognition. He's going to be led by the Kingmakers. He will be introduced at this point formally to His Excellency Governor Makura.
Muna kira ga masu zaben sarki na gargajiya da su fito da mai martaba sarki ya zo ya zauna a kujerarsa saboda a shirye-shiryen naɗa shi. Kafin ya iso, muna son mu shaida wa jama'a tarihin sarakuna tun daga lokacin da aka kafa Keffi har zuwa yau. Abdullahi Zanga ya yi sarauta daga 1798 zuwa 1820, ya shekara 22 yana sarauta. An kuma naɗa shi ne a Zaria. Hassan Mai Zabo ya yi sarauta daga 1820 zuwa 1835, ya shekara 15 yana sarauta. An naɗa shi a Zaria. Dole masu batujala su dakata. Jibrin Bawa ya yi sarauta daga shekarar 1835 zuwa 1859, ya shekara 24 yana sarauta. An naɗa shi a Zaria. Mahmudu ya yi sarauta daga 1859 zuwa 1862, ya shekara 3 ne yana sarauta. Allah ya ji kansa ya gafarta masa, shi ma an naɗa shi ne a Zaria. Sai Sidi Umaru ya yi sarauta daga 1877 zuwa 1894, ya shekara 17 yana sarauta, shi ma an naɗa shi a Zaria. An ce mini na ƙetare Ahmadu wanda ya sarauta a 1862 zuwa 1877, wanda ya shekara 15 yana sarauta. To daga nan ne Ibrahim Barde ya yi sarauta daga 1894 zuwa 1802, wanda ya shekara 8 yana sarauta, na dace a Keffi. Abdullahi Maje Gunduma ya yi sarauta daga 1902 zuwa 1921, ya shekara 19 yana sarauta, an naɗa shi a Keffi. Abubakar Burga ya yi sarauta daga 1921 zuwa 1923, ya shekara 2 yana sarauta. Sai Abdullahi Mai Gari ya yi sarauta daga 1923 zuwa 1928, ya shekara 5 yana sarauta. Abdullahi Mai Gari ya yi sarauta daga 1923 zuwa 1928, ya shekara 5 yana sarauta. Sai Muhammadu Mai Yaƙi ya yi sarautar Keffi daga 1928 zuwa 1933, ya shekara 5 yana sarauta. Daga kansa ne sai Abubakar Dan Ahmadu wanda ya sarauta daga 1933 zuwa 1949, ya shekara 16 yana sarauta. Daga kansa sai marigayi Ahmadu Mai Kwato wanda ya sarauta daga 1949 zuwa 1979, ya shekara 29 yana sarauta. Bayan sai marigayi Allah ya ji kansa Muhammadu Cindo Musa wanda muka yi bikin sarautan san ba manta ba ga mai yawan rai a 1978 a wannan filin. Ya yi sarauta zuwa 2015, ya shekara 37. Daga nan sai wannan mai martaba wanda za a nada yau wanda ya hau sarauta daga 1925, Allah ne kuma ya san lokacin tukewa. Mun gode.
Shoot back, everybody!
I'd like to invite the Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. No citation. Citation.
Bashak. Your Excellency, Umaru Tanko Almakura, Governor Nasarawa State, Your Excellencies, visiting governors, permit me to stand on existing protocol. Your Excellency, slightly over a year and a half ago, precisely on the 4th of December 2015, the people of Keffi, the people of Keffi Emirate woke up to the sad demise of His Royal Highness Alhaji Muhammadu Chindoya Musa II. May his soul rest in peace. Indeed, in a feat never recorded before in the history of our state, less than 2 weeks after the demise of the late Emir, and in a keenly contested contest, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III emerged as his successor on the 14th of December 2015. The promptness with which the vacant stool was filled underscored Your Excellency's resolve to timelessly fill such vacancies, given the pivotal roles played by our traditional rulers in support of government and government policies and programs. It is instructive, Your Excellency, to state that since assuming the mantle of leadership 6 years ago, Your Excellency has remained resolute in providing our emirs and chiefs with the necessary environment and enablement to perform their historic responsibilities and functions. It is in this connection that we are gathered here today to witness the formal installation and presentation of official first-class staff of office to His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III as the 15th Emir of Keffi. Your Excellency, it is therefore my singular honor and privilege to invite you to the podium to undertake the investiture of His Royal Highness. Your Excellency, sir.
His Excellency Governor Umar Tanko Al-Makura steps forward to perform the official task for which we are gathered here, the installation of the Emir of Keffi. While he does that, I'd also like to call on the Imam of Keffi. Imam in Keffi, do Allah muna gaitan ka do Allah ka zo nan. Ana bukatar limamin Keffi do Allah ya zo shi ma.
Big.
Mr. DJ, calm down with that music. Thank you. Please, gentlemen of the press, let's make way only for the kingmakers. Please. Let's make way for the kingmakers, gentlemen of the press. Please. His Excellency Governor Omar Tanko Al-Makura is ready for today, and he's already up there. I'd like to now invite His Royal Highness, the Emir of Keffi, Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III, to rise. His Excellency, the Governor of Nassau State, to please rise, Your Excellency, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, remember there are people down here who want to see whatever is happening. And there goes the Commissioner of Local Government supporting His Excellency to dress His Royal Highness, the latest bride in the South State Traditional Council. But a very, very beautiful akeba, befitting an emir of his status. I guess His Excellency. And ladies and gentlemen, after being dressed, His Excellency is giving him his staff of office. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. What an auspicious occasion. What a wonderful moment. What a memorable moment, ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency happily, smilingly giving him his staff of office. It is done, ladies and gentlemen. It is done. His Excellency Governor Omar Tonko Al-Makura has given His Royal Highness, the Mayor of Keffi, his staff of office. As tradition requires, this is the sword to guide your people, to protect your people. Again, ladies and gentlemen, all traditions fulfilled, all protocols followed. His Excellency I'm not very tall. After being pressed, His Excellency will now. Can we raise the other microphone? Please make way as we take the microphone to His Excellency. Please make way, ladies and gentlemen. Please make way. This is the peak of this occasion, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be calm and listen to our governor. Your Excellency, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. We will now administer the oath of office. Kindly repeat after me. I, Alhaji Dr.
Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III.
Do solemnly swear that I will well and truly serve the government of Nasarawa State.
That I will well and truly serve the Nasarawa State government
of Nigeria.
Of Nigeria.
In the office of the Emir of Keffi.
In the office of the Emir of Keffi.
First class chief. And will uphold the Constitution.
And will uphold the Constitution.
As by law established. And obey the laws. And its usages. Having effect in Nasarawa State of Nigeria. And lawful commands. Of the government of Nasarawa State of Nigeria. And of the Federation. Sorry. Could you move this way? Move this way. Move that way. Move.
And of
that I will cherish
that I will cherish
in my heart
in my heart no treachery or disloyalty,
that I will
rule my people
with justice
and impartiality,
and that I will do my duty without fear, favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
So help me God.
His Royal Highness, the Emir of Keffi, has taken the very sacred oath of office, the oath of allegiance, and today for us has been installed with all pomp and pageantry the 15th Emir of Keffi by His Excellency Governor Omar Tanko Al-Makura. It is a day that a lot of us will cherish. Like I initially said from the beginning, today's ceremony will outlive all of us because it is a ceremony that has been passed down from generations through time. A ceremony that was passed down to us, a ceremony that we will pass down to generations unborn. Because what happens is, if you respect tradition, if you honor tradition, you honor yourselves. And when we honor ourselves, we honor our identity. Because, of course, a people without tradition are a people without identity. So today's event simply is about all of us here reaffirming and reasserting our cultural identity, who we are, where we come from, what we hope to become tomorrow. It is very historic. It is a day that is resplendent. It is a day of grandeur. It is a day that forever will live in the hearts of this historic city of Keffi, the good people of Nasarawa State, and would like to thank all our friends from far, very far and wide who have come here today. Because we have not been able to recognize everyone, I'd like to tender unreserved apologies on behalf of His Excellency. I'd particularly like to mention His Excellency Ambassador Andre Dina, the Ambassador of the Republic of Poland to Nigeria, who is here in company of the Deputy Ambassador of the Republic of Poland. The name, well, I'll just stop. His Excellency Deputy Ambassador of Poland. I'd like to welcome all of you. There's so many people. We've seen His Excellency, the former governor of Benue State, who is a very good friend of Nasarawa State, distinguished Senator George Akme, who has also led a high-powered committee, friends who are here. There's so many people. There's a galaxy of people of eminence, Nigerians, leaders of worth and stature, leaders of integrity, people of inestimable value. So how can I mention everyone? Just know that Nasarawa State and His Excellency Governor Omar Tanko Al-Makura values your presence here today. His Excellency would hand over, and this is the official seal, the certificate. Allah Sede Ijaz Sarki. The Emir, 15th Emir of Keffi, has been installed for all to see by the authorities that be. At this point, His Excellency Governor Omar Tanko Al-Makura will make his speech. I'd like to call for a bit of attention so that His Excellency can deliver. Jama'a Allah mai girma gwamnan jihar Nasarawa Umar Tanko Almakura zai yi mana jawabi a wannan babban rana da kuma babban taro da muka zo don Allah ina roƙo mu saurare shi mu ji kuma abin da zai ce don kuma muna yi ma baki da suka zo da muna ba su hakuri ko da ba mu kira sunayenku ba. His Excellency Governor Umar Tanko Almakura, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nagode kwarai, nagode kwarai. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. A'udhu billahi samiul alim minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyil karim wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Your Excellencies, my colleagues, the Governor of Benue State, Dr. Samuel Otom, the Governor of Plateau State, Right Honorable Simon Lalong, and His Excellency, the Right Honorable Governor of Sokoto State, Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Honorable Silas Ali Agara, very distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and former Governor of Nasarawa State, and the Chairman of the Organizing Committee, Alhaji Abdullahi Adamu, honorable members of the National Assembly here present, members of the Federal Executive Council, particularly the Minister of State for Environment, a son of soil, and the Minister of State for Mineral Development. The Right Honorable Speaker, Nassau State House of Assembly, my Lord, the Chief Judge, principal officers and members of the State House of Assembly, members of the State Executive and Security Councils, the Secretary to the State Government, the Head of Civil Service, Your Eminence, Amir al-Mumineen, the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar, CFR MNI, members of the Diplomatic Corps, other very distinguished and highly revered royal fathers from all over the country, particularly the northern part of Nigeria, too numerous to mention one after the other. The State Chairman, All Progressive Congress, APC, Nasarawa State. The Chairman, IMC, Keffi, Local Government Council. His Royal Highness, the Emir of Lafia, Alhaji Isa Mustafa Agwe, the first, ably represented. Other royal fathers in the state, permanent secretaries, chairmen, and chief executives of boards and parastatals, prominent sons and daughters of Nasarawa State, particularly those from Keffi Emirate Council. Your Excellency, Nigeria's ambassador to Sweden, plenipotentiary with accreditation to Norway and Finland, Musa El Muhammad, invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today marks an important milestone in the life of this administration as we are gathered in this ancient town of Keffi to witness the formal installation and presentation of first-class staff of office to His Royal Highness Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III, Emir of Keffi. Let me therefore welcome most especially our revered creme de la creme of the traditional institutions in the country who have come from far and near to witness this memorable occasion. In the same vein, I acknowledge the presence of array of sons and daughters, friends and well-wishers of this eminent council who are here to rejoice with the Royal Father on this important event. This show of love and compassion is no doubt a demonstration of your goodwill and solidarity to the paramount ruler on the one hand, and your unflinching support, which has enabled government to elevate the status of the traditional institutions on the other hand. As you are aware, since our coming on board, we have remained consistent in our determination to ensure inclusion of traditional rulers in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to enable our traditional rulers to continue to play its pivotal role as custodians of our traditions, customs, heritage, and indeed the conscience of the society. It is our conviction that when this is done, the traditional rulers will more proactively complement government efforts towards the development of our society. As a corollary to this position, I would like to say that in spite of numerous provocative statements credited to some unpatriotic elements cloaked under the guise of restructuring, I want to assure everyone that a joint committee comprising northern governors and northern transitional rulers will soon come up with a common position under the committee of leadership of the governor of Sokoto State, Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, and at the end of it, it will be in the best interest of not only the northern part of the country, but Nigeria as a whole. Realizing the strategic position of our royal fathers, we have since incorporated the traditional institution into the machinery of governance in Nasarawa State by engaging them in the affairs of government at all levels in the state. This has availed government of their wealth of experience and doggedness in our governance of Nasarawa State. This synergy has contributed immensely towards the sustenance of peace, tranquility, and harmonious coexistence amongst the diverse people of Nasarawa State. A case in point is the active participation of our royal fathers in the community-based conflict resolution mechanism of the government in solving the herdsmen farmers crisis in the state. On this note, I wish to recognize the role and efforts of His Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, nationwide. Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the selection of His Royal Highness Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III to succeed his father not only in the insignia of kingship, but in his ability to unite his people, has given hope to the people of Keffi for a better living. I say this considering the antecedents of His Royal Highness, who is a resourceful lawyer who worked variously in both public and private sectors, including the academia, and has carved a niche for himself It is my belief that with his youthful energy, intellectual disposition, and wide reach, His Royal Highness will bring the wealth of experience to bear in his new role as the Emir of Keffi and Chairman, Keffi Emirate Council. Perhaps I should say that His Royal Highness is coming on board at a time this administration is partnering with our traditional rulers in our collective determination to unite our people and provide conducive environment for harmonious coexistence for rapid economic development of the society. This is in line with the cardinal objectives of this administration aimed at providing necessary infrastructure and facilities for the overall development of our dear state. Accordingly, I'm happy to note that government has embarked on robust infrastructural development in Keffi and environs. We have networked the city with asphalted roads and completed the abandoned Keffi market, which will open commercial activities for the people. We have also awarded contract of about 400 million naira for the construction of bridge over Antau River to link the municipality of Keffi and Saura community. The e-library project, which this administration constructed in the city, is also meant to engender research linkages considering the location of the state university and its environment. Similarly, taking into cognizance the proximity of Keffi to the Federal Capital Territory, government has deployed a flamboyant master plan aimed at transforming the town into a mega city that will complement the FCT. Your Excellencies, Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is gratifying to state that our efforts in this direction is in consonance with our overall determination to change the face of Nasarawa State in all ramifications. This includes provision of physical and social infrastructure such as roads, network, portable water system, qualitative and affordable education, efficient and effective health care services for all, for the well-being of our people, and other social services aimed at improving the living standards of our people. I need to reiterate at this point that our commitment to this direction will not be complete without the inalienable contribution of the traditional rulers in the state. It is for this reason that we have made the welfare of our royal fathers our utmost priority, giving them the desired respect and privileges. In this regard, we embarked on the upgrading of the status of some traditional rulers, renovating and reconstruction of their palaces, including the provision of vehicles to emirs and chiefs. We have also created additional chiefdoms for deserving communities in order to give them recognition and cultural sense of belonging, and at the same time lessen the burden of governance. This has made traditional rulers not only relevant but supportive of government in the accomplishment of the Herculean task of caring for our people. Before I conclude, and at this juncture, let me use this opportunity to inform this gathering on the absence of our most cherished Emir of Lafia, Alhaji Isa Mustafa Agwai I, due to indisposition. I'm happy to say that I've spoken with him this morning and is doing very, very well. He is already out of the hospital and recuperating very fast, and inshallah, he will soon be in our midst. He has also asked me to convey his message of goodwill to the exalted royal fathers that are here, and particularly to the newly installed Emir of Keffi. Finally, let me congratulate His Royal Highness, Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa III, on his formal investiture as a first-class Emir today. It is my belief that given your pedigree, you will uphold the virtues and values of this Emirate Council and abide by the oath of office for the benefit of the people in your domain. and the good people of Nasarawa State in Nigeria. On this note, it is my privilege and pleasure to congratulate the Emir of Keffi, having been fully staffed for this office. I thank you, and God bless you all.
We'd like to thank His Excellency, Governor Umaru Tanko Al-Makura. And just as His Excellency Governor Umaru Tanko Al-Makura said, the 15th Emir of Keffi is staffed, he is bona fide, he is royal, and to take on his affairs. At this point, before the newly installed Emir is called upon to give his vote of thanks, we would like to take a very important aspect of this ceremony, and that is the paying of the homage. The paying of the homage. The paying of the homage to the royal father. Would like to call for the paying of the homage to the royal father. They'll be led by the makers, district and village heads and traditional title holders to the Emir of Keffi. First, they will be led by the kingmakers. The installation of an Emir shows and reminds us that we're part of history. We're part and parcel of a society that has anticipation and culture and identity. The paying of the homage is a symbolic gesture to say, cooperate with you, we will do as you have said. The kingmakers have paid homage to the newly installed Emir of Keffi, the 15th Emir of Keffi. The district heads, the village heads of the Keffi Emirate are also moving forward now to come and pay their homage. The royal fathers are stepping forward to say, yes, indeed, we recognize who we are. We're proud of our antecedents. The payment of homage, district heads, village heads, traditional title holders to the Emir of Keffi. Ogashish. Thank you very much, Mongode. The final would be okay, Toshikin. The kingmakers, the village heads, the district heads have all paid their homage to the Emir of Keffi. At this juncture, At this point, we will now. So.
This is to further thank you for staying tuned up until now to the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. As earlier informed, the occasion is the installation and formal presentation of first-class staff of office to the Emir of Keffi, Dr. Shehu Chindo Yamusa. Before now, 14 emirs reigned in Keffi. It all started in 1798 when Abdullah Hizenge ascended the throne, who is also believed to be the founder of Keffi. He reigned for 22 years, and 5 emirs after him were all installed in Zaria. The Zaria installation tradition was broken in 1894 when Ibrahim Brady ascended the throne. In 1978, late Muhammad Chindo Yamusa ascended the throne and died in 2015. He reigned for 37 years, and his reign has been the longest so far. His son, a father and husband, PhD holder, legal practitioner, former university don, Dr. Shehu Chindo Yamusa, the new Emir of Keffi, has just been installed. We'll now listen to him for his vote of thanks.
And my dear brother, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Alhaji Tanko Almakura, the Executive Governor of Benue State, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, my dear colleague and a friend indeed, the Executive Governor of Sokoto State, my father, the eminent Sultan of Sokoto, my father, the Shehu of Borno, the Emir of Gondu, my beloved father, the person that I disturb every night, the Emir of Kano, which I believe has more respect that need to be mentioned. Because when Magaji Danya Musa was chased out of Keffi by Lord Lugard, it was the Emir of Kano Aliyu that gave my great-grandfather asylum. You are welcome to Keffi, your second home. The Lamido of Adamawa, who always draw my attention on leadership, a friend to my late father, you are welcome to Keffi. Other royal fathers present, members of the National Assembly, the State Executive Council, Secretary to the Government, State House of Assembly, my colleague in Nasarawa State, other royal fathers, distinguished guests, press, Keffians, Nasarawa State, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. In the name of Almighty Allah, most merciful, the merciful, most compassionate, the entirely merciful, the creator, the nourished, the cherisher. All praise and thanks be to him for this great day and always. Your Eminence, the Sultan of Sokoto, President of the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Saad III, all your excellencies, distinguished honorable members, diplomatic corps, particularly my friend, the Polish ambassador and his deputy, the Council of Chiefs, Keffi Emirate Traditional Council, distinguished guest, and particularly a dear friend, a father who always take care of me for over 10 years when I was in UK, Mr. Kenlock, you are welcome. My dear father, I need to mention you, the Emir of Zazzau. You are welcome to Keffi. Let me start this address with the quotation from the Holy Quran. O Allah, the owner of kingdoms, you give your kingdoms to whom you desire, and you take your kingdom from whom you desire. Allahu Akbar. With total belief and absolute faith in this divine injunction of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, I stand before Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and before this momentum crown of dignitaries, friends, citizens, and well-wishers from all walks of life this morning with gratitude to Almighty Allah and with heart full of joy that it has pleased him to desire this humble servant to be the 15th Emir of Keffi Emirate. Alhamdulillah. All honor and peace be upon him. Your Excellency, the Sultan, ladies and gentlemen, today's installation of myself as the 15th Emir of Keffi marks the end of a process which began after the demise of my late father on December 3rd, 2015. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him al-Jannah Firdausi. The process included the democratic deliberations and verdict of the kingmakers who elected me by graciously giving me all 5 of the 7 votes cast. The recommendation of National State Council of Chiefs and subsequently the confirmation ultimately by the government of National State on the 14th December, it is my unique privilege and pride to express my joy for this design honor to transcend to the throne of my forefathers. It is an honor I shall cherish for the rest of my life. Let me assure you all that I am overwhelmed and encouraged, and inshallah I shall dedicate my entire life to the service of Keffi Emirate, in particular, and Nassau State and Nigeria in general. I am not unaware that he to whom much is given, much is expected. In this regard, Almighty Allah helping me, I shall do my best. I would like to register my profound gratitude and appreciation to the Executive Governor of Nassau State, Alhaji Tanko Al-Makura, for standing fit on the path of fair play and justice, and for promoting peace, unity, and development in Nassau State, and by extension, Nigeria. He enjoyed the reputation of being called the governor of opens. I call him the governor of governors. For these fearing reaching infections and people inspire exploits in several shapes of public and business administration. To the National State House of Assembly and State Council of Chiefs, I feel sincerely indebted for your support and unanimously approving my appointment. The kingmakers, the quality of goodwill and maturity you showed in the selection process made all looks so easy. I owe you a debt of gratitude. I am grateful. Permit me at this point, Your Excellency, Your Eminence and Royal Highnesses, invited distinguished ladies and gentlemen to pay tribute to my late father, Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Chindoya Musa II, OFR, of blessed memory, and by extension to my forefathers for their vision and for working diligently to maintain peace, love, and understanding among the diverse people of the Emirate, and above all, for jealously protecting and preserving both the throne and its rich and famous ancestry despite its stormy but victorious in 19th century encompassed with our colonial masters. I wish to assure the youth that their welfare and social economic development will be of the Keffi Emirate. In cooperation with the state government, we shall emphasize and invest on schemes and programs that will alleviate their employment challenges and other drawbacks. But I am also appealing to them to desist from all self-destructive vices such as drug taking and drug peddling for tomorrow which belongs to them. The leadership of this country squarely rests on their shoulder. Therefore, it behoves on you, the youth, to tread the path of honor and humanity so that the future of our emirate and indeed that of our country will not be endangered. On aspect of agriculture, agri has always been the mainstream of our economy. I appeal to everyone, not only in Keffi Emirate, but throughout national state and the country in general, to return to agri and embrace agri because there lies the viable economic future of our country. Almighty Allah has graciously blessed us with fertile arable land and given us good weather. We should respond by using this good giving opportunity to embark on massive peasant and commercial farming. I pledge that in Keffi Emirate, we shall inshallah synergize with the state government not only to promote agriculture, but to guarantee the safeguard lives and property of all those who live or do legitimate business in our peaceful emirate. I assure them that they have nothing to fear of. But let me also quickly emphasize that Keffi Emirate will neither tolerate havoc or protect criminals, insurgency, and other whom activities threaten the peaceful coexistence of our people. If any, where they exist, they must be reported to security agencies without delay. Finally, I want to once again thank all the executive governors here, royal fathers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the President, Nigeria Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, and other district heads and ladies and gentlemen, distinguished and honorable members of the National Assembly, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, for honoring our invitation to Keffi. May Almighty Allah take you back home safely. Let me close by profoundly thanking the federal government for its concern and presence so far in Nassau State. If only as a reminder, Keffi is the closest neighborhood to Abuja, where the piece of the action is going on. Well, as close neighbors who can from every close distance, we want to feel like that proverbial dogs, which when told that there was a party going on in his vicinity, it simply replied, let's see it on the ground. Your Excellencies, Keffi Emirate is yearning for federal presence. We are signifying it. Please let us see it on the ground. God bless Keffi Emirate. God bless Nassau State. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to mun gode. To mun gode jama'a.
That was Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa, the just officially installed Emir of Keffi. Dr. Yamusa succeeded his father Muhammad Chindoya Musa II on the 14th of December 2015. His father died on the 4th of December 2015, and the kingmakers of Keffi Emirate Council selected him, and then he was subsequently appointed by His Excellency the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Umaru Tanko Al-Makura, on the 14th of December 2015. His father reigned between 1979 and 2015. That 37 years. Thus far, his late father reigned the longest in the history of Keffi Emirates. His son, the new Emir, ascended the throne in 2015, even though he has just been officially confirmed Emir of Keffi at this historic occasion, as brought to you live on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. As he descends from the podium after receiving his staff of office, admittance of oath of allegiance, we urge you to keep staying tuned to NTA as we bring you the closing part of this live telecast. Thank you.
Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa kadai za su zaga su gaisa da manya iyaye da suka zo wannan wuri domin taya murna mashi sabon ki mai martaba Alhaji. Akwai 'yan makarantar shi Dr. Chindoya Musa da suka zo functional boys sun so su fito. Si gaisuwa ga mai martaba sarkin Keffi Alhaji Dr. Shehu Chindoya Musa. Muna roƙon jama'a da kowa ya tsaya inda yake yayin da mai suna gaisawa da iyayen manya da suka zo wannan gagarumin biki.
Jama'a Allah muna kira a gare ku kowa ya haƙuri ya tsaya gurin da yake. Tsaya da gurin da yayin da shi mai girma da mai martaba suke zagawa su gaisa manyan bakinmu ga baki daya. Please